Hello and welcome to this edition of SAC News. I'm Anthony Duran.
And I am Kiara Soto. Glad you are joining us.
Five people, including a child, were hospitalized after a helicopter crash near Pacific Coast Highway in Huntington Beach. The crash happened around 2 p.m. on Saturday near parking lot between Beach Boulevard and Twin Dolphin Drive, very close to the Huntington Beach Pier. The helicopter's two occupants were rescued from the wreckage. Three pedestrians on the ground were also injured. All five were taken to the hospital. Their conditions are currently unknown. A video posted online shows the helicopter spinning before hitting the palm trees and crashing into a pedestrian bridge near the Highton Regency Resort. Another clip appeared to show an object falling from the aircraft moments before the crash. Police closed the stretch of PCH between Huntington Street and Beach Boulevard around 3 p.m. and urged the public to avoid the area during the investigation.
The city of Santa Ana is planning to honor the late actress Diane Keaton. One of the plans is to erect a sign topper near Santa Ana High School. Oscar winner Keaton graduated from there in 1963. Santa Ana Mayor Valeria Amezcua revealed plans to honor the late actress and her success. The next city council meeting will be adjourned in her memory, and the city will light up its iconic water tower, which will be visible to all drivers passing by, in order to preserve Keaton's memory.
This past Saturday, downtown Santa was the place to be for the Pins and Patches event. The event ran from 12 p.m. to 11 p.m. There was a wide array of small businesses selling various of goods such as nails, horror-themed merchandise, patches and pins, collectibles, clothing, and jewelry. The festival had so much to offer, including live music, dancing, food trucks, and vendors selling various foods like walking tacos, burritos, lumpas, and drinks like agua fresca.
Santa Ana residents are invited to sit down with Mayor Valeria Amezcua for this month's Coffee with the Mayor event. This month, the city's Public Works Agency will answer questions about the moving forward on First Street. The project is designed to improve and modernize the First Street corridor between Bristol Street and Tustin Avenue. The plan focuses on making the area safer and more accessible for everyone, whether you travel by bus, bicycle, car, or on foot. It also aims to enhance connections to nearby business, residential neighborhoods, schools, and other key destinations. Coffee with the Mayor is this Saturday, October 18, from 10 a.m. to noon at Delhi Community Center located on East Central Avenue. Complimentary coffee and pastries will be served while supplies last. For more information, you can contact Claudia Perez at cperez5@sanaana.org or call 714-600-61220.
Santa Ana College Transfer Center is now accepting applications for the annual North University trip. Students can earn 2 units of counseling credits while also getting a first-hand look at UC campus life. The 4 days tours include visits to UC Berkeley, UC Santa Cruz, UC Santa Barbara, and UC Davis. The trip provides hotel, lodging, transportation, academic advisory, all organized by Santa Ana College.
The Northern Trip is a good opportunity for Santa Ana College students to get to tour Northern California University of California campuses, so the UC campuses. It is a competitive program since we can only take about 48 students, and currently we have 145 applicants, and the deadline to apply is October 31st.
Santa Ana College Theater Department will open their first show of the semester this weekend. Runtime the Musical runs from Friday, October 17 to the 19th. Tickets are on sale. To find out more information, go to sac.edu theater. Be sure to not miss out on the talent and passion from the musical theater students here at SAC.
This Saturday, a Halloween classic car show rolls into Placenta, and the event is taking place from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Bradford Avenue in Placenta. Creeping in for a Cause is hosted by a homeless intervention service of Orange County. The event is used to bring awareness and resources for the homeless community of Orange County. The event boasts classic cars, live music, food, silent auctions, and more. To find out more information, go to idrivesocal.com.
Get ready for a Halloween celebration like no other. Sagerstone Center from the Arts is bringing a twist of glam and gore this October Friday, October 24th. The Julian and George Adrios Plaza will host the Rocky Horror Picture Show Halloween Spectacular. The evening kicks off at 7 p.m. with a drag pre-show followed by the outdoor screening of the cult classic at 8 p.m. Fans are encouraged to dress up, and the first 200 fans will receive a free prop bag kit to enhance the interactive experience. Here's your chance to do the time grab once again.
Get ready for a spectacular time at the Community Halloween Party in Fountain Valley. The event is a week from Saturday, October 25th, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. It will take place at the Fountain Valley Promenade on Brookshire Street. There will be trick-or-treating at participating businesses, face painting, balloons, art, and live-action music.
And another tribute event celebrating the King of Pop is set to take place in Anaheim next weekend. Fans can convene for Dance Michael Jackson's Thriller, a free event honoring the legendary artist through dance and performance. The celebration features iconic choreography, costumes, and music that brought Michael Jackson's energy back to the stage. The event starts at 1 p.m. with a global dance set for 3 p.m. Dance Michael Jackson's Thriller also raises money for the Project Hope Alliance, a homeless advocacy group.
Cars enthusiasts can look forward to a classic Southern California tradition at Dan Harry's Woody Car Show in Dana Point. The event takes place Saturday, October 25th from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Downey State Beach. The California Woody or Woody Station wagons will be, with its wood panel, it's considered a symbol of California beach and surf culture in the 1950s and 60s. More than 100 classic Woodies and beach cruisers will be displayed along with food, music, raffles. Administration to the show is free. When we come back from the break, we have the latest in SAC sports.
And our Anthony Duran's chatting up his Santa Ana College classmates about their favorite Halloween horror films. You are watching SAC News.
We'll be right back.
My name is Kevin. I'm a military veteran returning to school, and I'm a student at Santa Ana College. I went to an art school in Los Angeles for 2 years. I realized things were getting pricey and expensive. I was tired of hearing my parents talk about the financial issues we have. At the same time, I also had a desire ever since I was a little kid to join the military. So I enlisted in the United States Air Force for 4.5 years, and immediately at the same time I got out of the military, I got hired at Disney. I chose online classes because I'm able to have time management with my priorities outside of school and also with school. I'm able to control my life. My advice for a student thinking about taking online classes is you got to be on top of your game. You have to make sure you have time to do your online classes. It might be easy to forget that you have homework due and quizzes to take. So You just definitely got to be on top of it. I would say online classes are just the same type of difficulty as face-to-face class. Do the coursework, read the chapters, take the quiz. You still have deadlines just like actual classes. It's been a year and I'm able to speed up the process where I'm going to be getting my associate's degree this December and we'll be transferring for spring. So online classes definitely helps me reach my end goal faster.
Welcome back, Dons. Time for sports. Here at SAC News, that means time for Fatima Garcia. Good. I'm sorry.
Hello, I'm Fatima Garrita. We start on the gridiron. The Santa Ana College Dons football team hosted Matt in San Antonio on Saturday after a week off. Turns out the Dons needed more than that extra week. This game was not competitive. The Dons had a hard time getting anything going on offense and defense, while Matt and San Antonio not so much. Mounties rolled from the start. San Antonio ranks up 388 passing yards and 5 touchdowns. Santa Ana College Dons had 169 passing yards and no scores. Final score, an embarrassing home loss for Santa Ana College. Mounties 52, Dons nothing. Matt and San Antonio improves to 5 wins and only loss. The Santa Ana College Dons fought to 0-6 overall and 0-3 in conference. SAC women's basketball are prepping for the 2025-2026 season. The Dons were on fire last season, winning 20 games and only losing 9. SAC ended the 2024-2025 season with a defeat in regionals. That was their first time back in the postseason since the 2016-17 season. The Dons returned the majority of last season's roster this year. The Dons will start off their preseason this Friday, October 17, at Cerritos College at 1 p.m. The Santa Ana College women's volleyball team went on the road to play Fullerton. Both teams have been scuffling. Fullerton came in with a 4-game losing streak. The Dons were on a 6-game slide. 2 losing squads, but an entertaining match. All 4 sets were close, but the final score was Santa Ana College Dons 3 to Fullerton Hornets 1. The win improved the Santa Ana College Dons record to 5-11 losses overall. It was the Dons' first conference win of the season against 6 losses. Women's volleyball also had a match against SAC on Wednesday, where they picked up their second dub of the week. They won the first 2 sets easily before dropping set number 3, 25-22. But the ladies bounced back to win the 4th set, 25-21. A strong week for volleyball for your Dons. Pick up 2 conference wins after 6 straight losses. Next up is a home game tomorrow against Riverside at 6 p.m., followed by a visit to the Orange Coast Pirates on Wednesday. Your Dons hope to keep their momentum going in those conference matchups. SAC soccer was back at home Friday facing sister school Santiago Canyon after a tough loss to Irvine Valley earlier in the week. The Dons were looking to get their first win of the Conference League. But despite having more shots on target than the Hawks, the Dons had no luck finding the net. SAC goalkeeper Carlos Valentin kept the Dons goal safe, saving 4 shots on goal. The Dons couldn't find the net through the match ends in a tie 0-0. SAC went back on the road on Tuesday to face Orange Coast College. The Pirates had 11 shots on goal, while the Dons only fired 4 shots on net. Orange Coast hit first, scoring the first goal of the match at minute 70. But 9 minutes later, the Dons managed to get one back, ending the match in another tie, this one by the score of 1-1. The Dons are still in search of their first win of the conference. They host Saddleback College on Friday, October 17 at 2 p.m. In women's soccer, the ladies went on the road to play against our sister college, Santiago Canyon, this past Friday. The Dons had 2 shots on goal throughout the match, but did notch 1 goal from those 2 shots. Meanwhile, the Hawks had 14 shots on goal. SAC goalkeeper Elizabeth Frias managed to save 10 of those shots. The Hawks scored 3 goals in the first half and 1 more in the second half, ending the match in their favor by the score of 4-1. SAC went back home on Wednesday to go against Orange Coast College. The Dons only had 1 shot on goal, meanwhile the Pirates had 10 shots on goal throughout the match. The match went into second half scoreless, but tough luck for our Dons. The Pirates managed to net 3 goals in the second half, ending the match in their favor with the score of 3-0. SAC will continue at home this Friday against Saddleback College at 12 p.m. Your Santa Ana men's wrestling team took to the mat last night, looking to keep the momentum going after last week's big victory over Imperial Valley. They were hosting the Palomar College Comets. Your Dons won 4 out of the 5 first bouts before the momentum shifted. Palomar took 5 out of the last 7 bouts to secure the victory, winning by a score of 31-20. This puts SAC at a 1-1 record in conference play. Your Dons have 2 chances next week to bounce back and build some momentum for the second half of the season. Both events are at Mount SAC, one on Saturday, the other on Wednesday. And that wraps up another busy week in SAC sports. I am Fatima Garrita.
And now for our weekly weather. We start off our and a nice 70 degrees, perfect for folks heading over to 4th Street's food fair. Saturday turns up the heat to 82 degrees before the clouds come back on Sunday, cooling us down to 78 degrees. Monday, the sun comes back out before covered up by clouds for the rest of the week. Monday tops up at 75 degrees, Tuesday 72 degrees, and Wednesday high will be 74 degrees. Not much changes for Thursday. A seasonal comfy 75 degrees, and that's our weekly weather. And now for the question of the week. I went back onto main campus to ask my fellow Dons the question of the week. Hello, Dons and Donuts. It's time for another question of the week. This week being, who's your favorite slasher villain? Let's see which version of each slasher people like.
I would have to say Michael Myers because I think he's like unique in a way because I feel like his calmness towards his victims, because I feel like a characteristic of his is like walking towards his victims rather than like running. So I think it's really interesting how he has like an intimidation towards how he acts so calm compared to like maybe other slashers where they appear like running or more angry.
Who? Probably Ghostface. Specifically the story of the one in Dead by Daylight. Danny Johnson, Ghostface, I love him.
I'd say my favorite slasher is Scream, and just because it's a crazy plot twist and it's a funny movie. The whole entire franchise is okay, but specifically 1996, the original film.
And that wraps up this question of the week. Me personally, I prefer Freddy Krueger from the original movie. I'm Anthony Marcus Duran, SAC News.
Here in Santa Ana, there are many festive events to help bring us to the Halloween spirit. On October 25th, there will be a food festival taking place in downtown Santa Ana, starting at 3 p.m. The event is suitable for all ages, with food vendors, live music, giveaways, scavenger hunt, pumpkin carving, and a Dia de los Muertos competition. There will be also vendors selling art, merchandise, collectibles, and more. There are also chances to win prizes from participating vendors and business all over the event. To find out more, go to Friday Night Munches on Instagram.
For a spooky fun weekend, Santa German's Recreation Center is opening the doors to the community on Saturday, October 25th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. The German Recreation Center at 7 to 6 Enter Street will host its annual spectacular open house, a free, family-friendly Halloween event. Attendees can enjoy games, music, a costume contest, and a haunted house. The community will also have a chance to explore all the German Center recreational programs and other services they offer. And that's it for this edition of SAC News. I'm Anthony Duran.
And I am Kiara Soto. Be sure to follow us on social media and watch previous episodes of SAC News on our YouTube channel.